everybody, and welcome back to Battle of the Beer number 5 this month, and we are featuring red ales slash amber ales for this month, and I am giving Lucas my selection first. Woo-hoo. And this month I went with the Alaskan Brewing Company's Amber Ale. This is actually a alt beer style, which is German for old beer. So maybe this is ancient and it's been sitting on the shelves forever, so you'll have to suffer through it. I don't know. So
the recipe has been handed down throughout the ages.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. So let's get some pouring action here.
Man, we've done so many dark beers that this is like.
Hey, look we have corresponding glassware now.
Yes, that's a new feature. We unlocked the deal.
So as you can see, this is not a pale ale because we decided that progression wasn't quite right. So we are doing the ambers this month, and then next month we will bring out the pale ales for everybody.
It is a beautiful, I don't know, almost like a red or like a burnt orange color. Kind of looks like cider.
Yeah, that's a good color description.
It's definitely very floral on the nose. It opened up beautifully, as they say. Yeah, no, it's nice and bubbly. It didn't have much of a head, but what is there is sticking around. So a little bit of lacing.
Hold yours up to the light. I just want to compare something. Yeah, I think I've got a little sediment in my the bottle, but that's all right.
If you homebrew, then you know all about sediment.
It all goes to the same place.
That's right. All right, I'm going to give it the old taste-a-roo. Right away on the mouthfeel. Kind of in that middle spot for me, almost like the Bel Air Brown. A little bit. It's mid body. I'd say medium body. Mm-hmm. It's not the thinnest thing I've had, and it kind of coats the tongue a little bit. But it's not unpleasant. Not overly carbonated either.
Yeah, you can get right at the taste. You can get a little bit of hop backing, just in the back of the taste profile.
The front is almost honey-ish to me. It's very
Yeah, I could see
it. It's a bit sweet, actually. Mm-hmm. I really am quite surprised at how much I like it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, specifically, I don't have an IBU on it, but it's 5.3% on the alcohol.
I could definitely see that,
So not crazy strong or anything like that.
I must say, I don't have a lot of experience with amber ales or red ales. Pretty much Killian is like.
I was just saying, unfortunately, most of what your people are going to associate with a red is a Killian's. But what you can compare it to is we had, the Irish dinner we just went to. There was that Irish. What was that? It was O'Hara's, wasn't it? O'Hara's
yeah.
Irish was a red ale.
That was the last one we had.
And this has. I prefer this flavor over that.
Yeah, this is way less dry than that.
Yeah, with Irish, you've got that dry taste, and I prefer. This.
Yeah, this is fairly sweet, but not overly sweet. It's the mouthfeel almost feels like juice a little bit to me, like carbonated juice a bit. And my overall impressions of it is that I like it. It's pretty darn good. I was very impressed by it. So,
well, there you have it.
I'm gonna write down some scores and pop open my brew for you. If you know what I mean.
All right.
All right, well, we each scored the Alaskan Amber, the offering that you brought for me. Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to give you my beer, if you know what I'm saying. This is Burghoff's Reppin Red Ale. I don't know what... I'm guessing, like, it's Reppin.
Are you representing, like repping your colors?
That's what I would have to assume. So Burghoff's Reppin Red,
a gang ale.
this bad boy up for you. A serious red ale with tangy... Well, I'm not going to tell you that part.
Yeah,
That's up for you.
You can't give me
now,
any...
this is a twisty top, but I'm going to use this anyway because I'm cool like that.
It must not be...
Reppin.
It can't be a real beer if it's a twist off.
Exactly.
Beer is beer. Okay,
ooh.
So.
Look at that.
Little darker than I'd say the color is very similar, but this is just a darker shade of what we had in the Alaskan. Looks like, and head looks about equal. It's got a nice head on it. I'd say
you got more than I did.
Well, you poured first.
That's true. I guess you should have more than I do.
It's time for a mustache.
Ride. Ooh.
No. All right.
What do you got?
Man, I'm not pulling any like flavors or the mouthfeel is very similar to the Alaskan, but it's just, I'd say the body's just a hair fuller. Not a huge difference, but I don't know if you are as well, but I feel like I'm getting a little more carbonation in that than what I got in the Alaskan.
Yeah. Not so much on the tongue, but definitely when I swallow it, it's like all the way down.
And I'm getting a lot more of a hop taste from this.
Yes.
Than
well,
that's more of the flavor I'm discerning.
That's pretty much all I can smell really. On the nose was just like floral, that grassy kind of floral. It's yeah, it definitely has that bitterness that I associate with more hoppy.
Yeah, it's got
brews.
that bitter taste, and it's just got that the bitter taste, and then I love hops, so
yeah, that's no problem for you.
I can't. It's hard for me to describe that taste, but I just know it, so I like it.
Yeah, they are almost the exact same color. At first, when I was pouring it, it looked a lot lighter, but it almost looked golden. But
yeah,
now that I compare
it's
them,
a little darker, but this should be interesting because again, I feel like we have two beers that are on opposite spectrums of the. Again,
in the same profile.
One is fairly simple, and one's a little more complex.
I will say that I don't think I mentioned it. It is 6.2% ABV, so it's
a little stronger.
It's about a 1% difference. Not very noticeable.
Are there any other tasting notes that I should have gotten that they described?
They had described caramel, toasted coffee, and peppery rye, and I wonder if maybe that's part of what. I can see the peppery rye, but I'm definitely not getting any caramel or toasted coffee is weird. Maybe it was toffee and I just wrote it down wrong.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Coffee toffee. This on the bottle says tangy rye, toasty malts, and plenty of American hop character.
So I got the hop at least. So not bad. Interesting. And this was brewed in Wisconsin?
Stevens Point, Wisconsin, yep.
And the Alaskan is from good old Juneau, Alaska. So nothing, no brewery partnerships or anything like that. So it's interesting that they'll ship from that distance across. So
yeah.
Why don't we take a break and we'll get these scored and then we can come back and present the winner.
All right, sounds good.
All right, we have tabulated our results here, and I'm just going to quickly go over the categories and what I scored everything, starting with the Alaskan. Appearance was a 6, the taste was a 6, mouthfeel I gave a 7, and overall satisfaction a 6.5. So I have an overall score for the Alaskan at 6.375, 6.4. We'll call it close enough. 6.4. I really liked the drinkability of it. It was just an easy beer to just enjoy, and like the flavor was kind of simple. It wasn't really in your face. It was just a beer I could easily drink probably one or two of in a setting. With the Burghoff Reppin Red, appearance was a 7. taste was a 6, mouthfeel was a 6.5, and overall satisfaction was a 7. So that gave me a 6.6 on that. So on my scores, I gave the edge to the Burghoff. I like that the hop presence there.
Yeah.
I don't think I couldn't see myself drinking a whole lot of that. It's a little stronger, but I just like that little more complex taste that it had. How about you, Luke?
Yeah, I'll start with my selection, the Burghoff. The appearance, I gave a 7. I thought it looked a little bit better than the Alaskan Amber as far as when we poured it and everything. Mouthfeel was a 6. Taste for me was a 5. I'm not really a big fan of the hoppy character. It tastes like grass to me a little bit.
That's fair.
And then the satisfaction overall, of course, no surprise, was a 6. I thought it was decent. I could drink it if I had to, but I don't want to have to. So my overall for this was a 6.
Okay.
The Alaskan Amber, however, the appearance was a 6. It had less of a head when we poured it than the other. Mouthfeel was a 7. I appreciated that one a little bit more. It had less carbonation to it. Taste for me was an 8.
Oh,
I do agree that I don't want to have to drink 6 of them, but if I had to choose between the two and it was based off taste, I would choose this one. I like that sweeter, like you said, more mellow kind of taste to it. So overall satisfaction was an 8 for me, which gave it an overall of 7.25.
Well, I can tell you right now that is going to make the Alaskan the winner then. I think it's very close. I think about a point difference.
Yeah, I was really surprised that how close even your scores were to mine. As
yeah. Well, I think I've been too generous in the past, and and I think I wanted to get a little more realistic with my scores, I guess. So I think I would do better on a out of 5 scale than 10. But you have to drill down. You have to be a little more specific.
That's true.
But hey, there you have it. Alaskan's Amber Ale is our winner for this month, and next month we're going to do pale ales.
Pale ales, yes.
So come back in 30, 31 days, and we'll have a pale ale video up here for you guys to enjoy.